Hi guys. It's almost like 1 a.m. here, and I'm just analyzing a few pairs to see what we could possibly have for the remaining of the week, since tomorrow is gonna be Wednesday, or well, today is already Wednesday. So I just happened to find this good setup on pound AUD, and also have one on pound USD. So it's just gonna be a quick video. On the monthly, we do have this bullish move to the upside, and then we um, got some sell. We had this impulse to the upside, and then return back to an OB. But overall, we have like a monthly bearish institutional order flow. So it's good that I've already analyzed it. So the video is just gonna be quick. And then on the weekly, we have the weekly breakdown. So this is still the monthly outlook. Since price action is not at this zone, I just focused on this zone where the price action is. So at the monthly OB, we had a supply region for the weekly, and then we've gotten to this resistance, which could also be called a supply. Sorry, yeah, the supply region, and this is the demand region. Sorry, so this is the demand region at the weekly, and this is the supply region. So this resistance or supply region, whatever we call it. So we price action is at the zone. We did have this candle reject already, but since last week Friday, we've had the candle pushing up. Going to retest it again. But overall, we are still bearish on the weekly. If we break this zone here to the upside, then we'll become bullish on the weekly. So let's go over to the daily. So on the daily, this is the monthly order block. This is the weekly demand zone. So this is where the price action is just still happening. So we had this push to the downside, giving us a bearish outlook. So you see this impulse to the downside. We're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like for the whole week, price just melted away. So we had this correction again to the upside, and then price rejected there again, and now we are having it going to retest it back. So this zone is still holding. We have this long wick rejection right there, so it's pretty much expected that price can come up to fill it up if it actually needs to reject again. So basically we're kind of in a range per se, but for now we do have a bearish daily order flow also, which was also the weekly OB, and then we also had this daily order block at the zone. So pretty much a strong resistance zone right here. Now onto the 4-hour. So that was the drop we had. Looking at the 4-hour, then we had the correction to the upside. This was the other block on the daily. This was the buyer's region, and this is the sell region right here. So we have the daily source, the LSB, the daily OB. Then we have the other block, the H4 supply region with the breaker. So we had this, like, let's think this is like a push 1, push 2, and a push 3. So we completed that move to the downside, and we could call that like an institutional sponsorship, breaking microstructure to the downside. And then now price is like correcting right back to the source. So this is what the outlook I can see, because for me, this fall was supposed to go all the way down to this zone, but then price went back up, made a U-turn. So it's most likely they're trying to make a big M right here. So this zone would be one that one can actually monitor on the M15 for tomorrow. most likely, if London gives us a buy to the upside, then for sure we can see the reversal New York session, and we can swing it from this zone right down. So swinging it, we could have here as our first take profit zone, and you can now, hold on to this side. We also have relative lows right here. So this particular zone here would be your take profit zone for the second one. So that's for pound AUD. So we also have one for, let me just find it. So I just analyzed pound USD also. So let's look at that. So this is the pound on the monthly. So we had the LSB, we had to break to the upside, rejected from this breaker, and then we tested the source zone, went up again, rejected again, and we're coming down. And now we're retesting this support resistance zone with the LSB retest. You can see here we have this W. So where we have the W, to the upside, we have a retest, and then we go to the upside. Then on the weekly, we're gonna have this. So basically, this is where the price action is, and we've had this weekly fractal low right here, and it's gone up to this is the weekly breaker, and price has retested that weekly breaker, so we can expect some possible push to the downside. We do not have any TDI divergence here, so nothing, signifying that, we could see a bearish or bullish move, but we do have this liquidities above, so at some point price is expected to come back up to take out the liquidity. I think that's about everything on the weekly. We have the LSB there, the source, and yeah, not too much on that. So we'll go to the daily. So on the daily, we got to the daily order block, and we rejected with this big candle right here. So it's very possible that price should be coming right back into the zone here again, and then we could possibly have to move to the upside. So we're still also bearish. So we were bearish on the weekly, and we were bullish on the monthly. So the weekly and the daily is bearish, so it's quite a strong sell. Quite a strong sellers are involved. But with the TDI, we have this W with the divergence, so it's more like a TDI retest that could be happening. So that's why I drew this here. So the 4 hour should give us much more information, which looks very, very nice. Very, very pretty. So this is the 4 hour expanded, and we have a bullish, we had a bullish order flow to the upside. This was like our breaker and our source zone for the 4 hour, but the 4 hour source and breaker is inside the daily order block. So price was not able to break above this zone. So it was a strong zone for sellers. So price has pushed it right back, and then we have this LSB. So we've broken to the down on the pound. So right now we could expect some pullback to the breaker or the source zone, and then we can sell. So we would watch out for price action here. If we can have if we do have a 4-hour LSB, then we can take it to the upside. So basically, if you put this to get the so you put them side by side, they pretty much have the same outlook: up, down, up, down. I mean, this whole move to the downside is a whole lot longer than this one, but um, as I saw the similarity, it kind of made more sense. And even on the COT, we do have, like on the fundamental level, we do have a lot of the hedge funds and the big banks. They have a lot of shots on the pound, so that should enable this move to the downside. So yeah, that's basically just the setup. It's just a very quick video, just covering it up on that. Um, you can always have a link below on my channel and how to get in touch.